Remember when Apple made devices that felt like magic, even without a SIM card? This is the iPod Touch 4th generation, a tiny device that basically gave you an iPhone experience without the phone. And believe it or not, some people are still using this today. So the real question is, does this legendary iPod still hold up? Or is it just pure music player? Let's find out. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into vintage Apple products, classic iOS, and retro tech experiences, make sure you subscribe because this channel is all about bringing old Apple devices back to life. The iPod Touch 4th generation launched in 2010 during a time when Apple was rapidly redefining mobile technology. This was basically Apple's answer to people who wanted an iPhone experience without the cellular contract. And for many users, especially students, this was their first entry into the Apple ecosystem. At the time, this felt futuristic. And honestly, even today, it still looks surprisingly modern. Let's talk about the physical appearance. The first thing you notice is how thin this device is. Incredibly slim even by today's standards. You get a glass front, mirror-finished stainless steel back, curved edges, lightweight design. Holding this feels nostalgic. It's compact, pocketable, and extremely minimal. Classic Apple design language. Of course, that shiny back scratches easily, but honestly, that's part of the vintage charm. Just look at the design. That pure stainless steel back. Yeah, it scratches easily, but it still looks amazing. You've got the legendary mechanical home button. This has a 3.5-inch Retina display, which was actually super sharp for its time at 326 pixels per inch. It's powered by Apple's A4 chip with 256 megabytes RAM, the same generation used in early iPhones and iPads back then. You get a 0.7 megapixel rear camera that can shoot 720 HD video, which was a big deal in 2010. It originally shipped with iOS 4, and you can update it up to iOS 6. But honestly, for that era, this thing felt incredibly powerful. Today, the specs sound small, but back then, this was cutting edge. Now, here's where things get interesting. This iPod is still running its original stock version, iOS 4. And opening the home screen instantly brings you back in time. No control center, no widgets, just simple icons and smooth animations. The classic glossy icons, the old Apple font, everything feels nostalgic. Navigation is simple. Swipe between pages, tap apps, physical home button. It's fast, responsive, and honestly refreshing compared to modern iOS complexity that has a lot of shortcuts and gestures. Let's open some of the old native apps. These apps show how different early iOS philosophy was. Simple, focused, minimal distractions. And yeah, seeing these apps again feels like opening a time capsule. Alright, I took this outside earlier to test the camera, so let me show you some sample shots. As you can see, it's not great. It's fixed focus, so if you're too close, it's a blur. But check out the 720p video. It's a bit shaky because there's zero stabilization, and the mono mic is a little thin, but it has this lo-fi vintage aesthetic that people actually pay for in apps today. It's perfect for that dreamy 2010s look. So obviously, this is not going to compete with modern smartphones. Photos look softer, dynamic range is limited, and low light is definitely a struggle. But in good daylight, honestly, it still captures a nice vintage look. And there's something about the colors that feels very early 2010s. It's not perfect, but it has character. You get HD recording, which was actually impressive for its time. The video has that classic digital feel, slightly softer details, but still very usable for casual recording. And honestly, if you like retro aesthetics, this kind of footage actually looks cool today. Of course, this is an iPod, so the music player is a big deal. Opening the music app feels amazing. Look at the cover flow, the album artwork, no need animation artwork, right? Just like a library of album, everything is focused on just listening. No notifications popping up, no distractions, just music. And honestly, using this makes me realize how different the experience was compared to modern streaming devices. Using this feels intentional, something we kind of lost in today's streaming-heavy experience. Plug in headphones, play music, and you're instantly back in the early 2010s. This iPod is still in its stock iOS. Now, technically, this can be updated up to iOS 6, but I decided to keep it on iOS 4. Why? Because this is the pure original experience. Updating it makes it more modern, but you lose that authentic early iOS feel. And for vintage Apple lovers, this version is special. Maybe soon I will jailbreak it and download some compatible apps, and let's see if the app's still running today. So, is the iPod Touch 4th generation still usable today? As a main device, probably not. But as a music player, a vintage camera photographer, or a nostalgic Apple collectible, absolutely yes. It reminds us how far technology has come and how exciting these devices felt when they first came out. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, make sure you subscribe for more vintage Apple content. And let me know in the comments, was the iPod Touch your first Apple device? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.